So Citibank has taken a tremendous amount of money from the government, and billions of dollars, of course, in tens of billions of dollars in loans, bailout money, we should say. So since they're having trouble overall, what they're doing is they're cranking up the rates on their credit cards, Citi cards, which a lot of us have. And it turns out now they've got the policy where if you're late on one payment, they crank you up. And now a lot of them are doing this, okay? They're cranking you up to 29.99%. 30% interest rate. That is crippling, man. How are you going to pay back 30% interest rate per year? Who's making more than 30% a year on the debt that they're accumulating? So their idea for their screw-ups is, we'll fix it on the back of the people that have our credit cards. And now these congressmen are asking, hey, look, is this something recent that you've been doing in order to make up for more money you lost? And to their credit, they're saying, they're not lying about it. They're like, yeah, it is. We've cranked up the rate on a lot of people. Now, see, you read this story, and I think, and every one of us has dealt with these credit card companies and how they screw you in 100 different ways. Now, these are the guys, you're reminded, these are the guys that we're giving the money to. Now, on top of everything else, they're taking our taxpayer money, they're putting it into their executives' pockets. Meanwhile, they're upping our interest rate, so we have to give them money from the other pocket, too. God, man, that makes me so angry. And here's a critical part of this, guys. You got to understand something. See, we need to rescue the economy. We do, right? And it is intertwined with the financial industry. It is. But the executives at these companies have a different interest than the interest of their companies and then the interest of the economy. We care about the economy as taxpayers because it affects us all. But to them, that's very tangential. So, hey, are they going to loosen up credit? Not only are they not going to loosen up credit, but they're going to jack up your rates. They don't give a damn, right? And as far as the financial health of their company, yeah, they're concerned about that a little bit because they want their jobs to continue. But most of all, they care about their own compensation. It's because they don't own the company. If the company goes under, yeah, they lose a job, that sucks, but they don't lose their money. What they care more about is their own money. So why are we, through the government, funneling money, not necessarily directly into the economy or even directly into the companies, but towards the executives? We give it all to the executives and we say, we know your self-interest is not necessarily in these two things, but you handle the money anyway. You take all the money and you decide how much you want out of it and how much compensation you want out of it and how much you want to trickle down to the other parts. That's crazy. That's a bad system. That gives all the wrong incentives. That's crazy. Can't have it. Can't play with it. Can't win with it. No, I'm serious. It's ridiculous. To give you a sense of how ridiculous it is. You know, the new tough rules that we told you about recently when it comes to executive compensation, the one that they put in the stimulus bill, the one that was so tough that the Obama administration didn't even want it. They thought, oh, wow, this is too tough. Limits the executive pay for, it actually only limits their bonus. It doesn't even cap their compensation. They can get as much compensation as they want. And there's 8 different loopholes in it. But it does it for the top 25 earners in the company. Top 25. When Merrill Lynch basically went under and then had to be acquired because they were an absolute disaster, remember they paid out over $4 billion in bonuses. Do you know how many people at Merrill Lynch, a company that was at that point basically bankrupt, that had been ruined, how many of those genius executives got over $1 million in bonus? Okay, we're going to do a quick guessing game. Now they're saying we're going to count the top 25. Now, how many executives do you think at Merrill Lynch, a company that was a disaster, failed company, got over $1 million in bonus after they got the TARP money?
This is out of 25?
No, out of the whole company. I'm saying they're capping the top 25. They're saying we got that problem under control. So how many people actually got over $1 million bonus at Merrill Lynch?
We're going to need a percentage thing, right?
No, just a raw number.
I don't know how many people are at Merrill Lynch.
I know. It's a hard guessing game. Like you figure, look, if they're capping,
it's such a foreign thing. It's like saying how many rocks are floating around this particular planet.
No, but think about it this way, Jay. If they're capping the top 25, right? You're thinking, well, they're probably addressing the problem. So how many more people than 25 could there be at Merrill Lynch getting over $1 million bonus?
I'll go for 150.
150. Come on, that's a lot. All right, Jesus, how many?
I'm gonna say 22.
22. So they got all of them. They got all the people over $1 million.
Yeah.
If they cap it at 25. 682 employees. 682 executives at Merrill Lynch got a bonus over $1 million. I mean, so when they cap the top 25, it's a goddamn joke, is what it is. Please. Oh, they're getting tough. But don't hurt them now. Don't hurt them. Wow, man. And then some of these same companies will turn around and raise your rates on your credit card bills to try to make up for the extra money that they're not getting from your other pocket that you're giving them as a taxpayer. To keep funneling that money to those executives, you'd have to be brain dead or part of the scam. And I'll tell you what's happening. Which of those two do you think is happening with the politicians? They're part of the scam, man. That money keeps going around in Washington and New York and just siphoned out of our pockets and right into theirs. Ridiculous.